This is the plaintiff, Devin Johnson. He says he hired the defendant to install new copper pipes in front of his house and paid him for the job before he started. On the day the work was to commence, he sent 3 Spanish guys to dig a hole. They turned a key, filled the hole in, then left. When he called to complain to the defendant, he told him he didn't need new pipes and they would just call it even. Even? Is he serious? He did not get what he paid for. He won't allow the likes of this guy to get away with out-and-out ripping him off and is suing for the $1,500 he's seeking in refund. This is the defendant, Joseph Moretti. He says the plaintiff approached him as he was doing work down the street, told him he had a quote from someone else for $6 grand, and he left because he was being ripped off. He told him he'd do the job for $2,500, and the guy gave him $1,500 up front. Once they dug the 6-foot holes, they corrected the problem with a quick turn of a valve, told the plaintiff he didn't have to pay the additional grand, and the next day the crazy loon shows up at his office and demands a refund. Oh, he doesn't work for anyone for free and owes nothing. He's accused of being all wet.
Get that out of the way.
We're good? All right. All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have this.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome, man.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you are suing Joseph Moretti, doing business as Joe the Plumber, for $1,500 that you paid him for services that you say were not rendered. Tell me what happened.
Right. I had paid Joe to put a copper pipe from the sidewalk to inside the house.
Why did you think you needed copper pipes?
Because I had pressure problems in the, outside the house that was coming into
Are you a plumber?
No.
Okay, who told you, well, what you need are copper pipes that will help your pressure problem?
I had other plumbers check the place out, and they were saying that outside the house, it was a rock that was stopping the pressure coming in, or, you know, it was something outside the house.
There was something stopping the pressure outside the house?
Outside the house, right.
Right, so just comma, and you wanted to upgrade to copper pipes?
Right, yes.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
So you got some quotes from other plumbers, and what were the quotes like?
I had a quote for $3,000 to do it, but Joe gave me a low price, so I went with Joe. His quote was $2,500.
All right. So you went with Joe, and had anybody recommended him? How did you even find him?
I had got a car, and they was working on somebody's street, down the street from my other house. And I had called Joe up, and he told me to...
All right, so you hire him to do the job, and you give him a $1,500 deposit.
Yes.
And then what happens?
Well, Joe, him and his partners came down, and they did the work, and they dug, but they dug the wrong hole, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
They dug the wrong hole right here. They got a hole going straight through my garden, and right in front of the house, they had opened a cement patch. I got a water valve that's in the grass and a water valve that's on the pavement. On the what? On the pavement. The sidewalk.
Pavement.
The sidewalk.
The sidewalk. Okay.
Yes. So he's supposed to dig towards that way.
What's towards that way? I don't know which one you're referring to.
Can I show you the pictures, man?
Yeah, come on over here. All right, what have we got here?
All right, here, he dug from here straight out, right here, and this is the hole for that.
I'm sorry, what's wrong with digging from here straight out to there? What's the problem with that?
He dug for nothing.
I don't get what you're saying, though. He dug there.
He's supposed to dug from here to here to get the water line out. It wasn't no line there. Once he dug right there, it was nothing.
Okay,
it wasn't nothing there,
but then he dug and he found the valve.
The valve is right there on the sidewalk. All he did was put a key.
Okay, but the valve is underneath the sidewalk, right?
Right, but...
Did he have to break the sidewalk?
Wait, man. Before that happened, once he found out he dug this wrong, he went in and put the key in this and turned it on. Now, the problem I have was why he still dug it.
Okay, go ahead and go back over there. Can I hear from you and you tell me what's going on?
Sure. He originally told me that there was 2 lines, 2 houses coming off of 1 line.
What do you mean by...
everything he told me was wrong anyway. It was all wrong.
What do you mean when you say lead?
All pipes in the city were originally put in lead. They used to be lead.
Pipes made of lead?
Pipes made of lead, yeah.
Okay,
round pipes,
so he wanted you to do what?
Replaced them with copper.
Why? What's better about copper?
Because copper doesn't have the lead poison.
Lead leaching? Okay.
Yeah,
so, all right. So he tells you, but he also, stop talking when I talk. That's kind of the way it works. All right. And then he also tells you, according to you, he tells you that the pipes are 2 pipes leading somewhere?
Yeah. What you have a valve at the main that's called a furrow. You got the curb stop that he was talking about that I was digging for. That's to shut the water off to the house.
Okay, but the one, do you need to dig for the one that shuts the water off at the house?
Yeah, that's where we dug down first to see what it was.
At my house, there's a sidewalk, and then there's, on the swale, or somewhere right there, there is something that's visible to be able to you take the little thing off, and then you go and you turn it.
Exactly.
And that's how you stop the water to the house. In this house, was it underneath concrete?
It was up on a lawn.
No, that wasn't my... So, no, the answer's no, Judge. It wasn't underneath.
No, but there was
so
also one.
Stop. So you don't have to dig for that.
Yes, I did.
How did you have to dig if it's not buried?
Because that is where the water main, instead of normally running down the street, ran under the pavement.
In this house?
In this house.
All right. So eventually, when you dig that day, you find out the pipes are copper. And he calls you and he tells you it will not be necessary to replace your pipes. Your pipes are already copper.
Right.
And you feel, and he thinks you're going to be happy by hearing that you don't have to pay another $1,000.
I didn't know what else I could possibly do for them.
Were they there? Were 4 guys there from 8 to 3?
No, Your Honor.
From when to when?
No, they came to 8 to close to 12.
I'm sorry, they came to 8 until 12.
Until 12.
Okay.
And I did not tell him nothing about no pipes. I don't know nothing about that stuff. I just know I wasn't getting no pressure and I wanted brand new pipes. That was it.
Right, and then he tells you it isn't even necessary because you have, there's no reason to have new pipes. So what is it you want? Like, what do you think should happen?
This one I'm about to say.
Because now you called a plumber because you didn't have water, and they cracked up the sidewalk, got you water, now you have water. Why is it you want all your money back?
Listen, I asked for him to put brand new pipes in there, Your Honor. He's supposed to take them pipes out. What he doing down there? How long he was doing down there? He went and cut a whole hole out that didn't have nothing to do with it, and then went and hit him, then put the key in it, turned it on. This is before he dug it.
How can you, wait.
I was out there the whole time, Your Honor.
Okay, but just a second. If it's so easy that you just have to go like that with a key that's exposed, then why didn't you just do it?
No, it had a hole in it. You stick a key. I don't have a key, man. I don't have the key.
According to him, he had to destroy pavement in order to get to that.
No, he didn't have it.
Excuse me, sir?
Most certainly did.
Yeah, and you're saying?
I'm saying he didn't have to destroy it because when I was out there, I seen him turning. Once they found where the other hole was at, he knew that.
So why don't you show me a picture of the exposed thing that's not under concrete?
Oh, well, it's not under concrete because the one that's disposed has got the dirt over it.
Why would it have dirt over it if it's exposed? It means that somebody had to dig and find it.
This right here.
Did someone have to dig and find it?
No, it had a little water hose.
If it's sticking out, then show me a picture of it sticking out today.
Yeah, it's
not. Yeah, show me a picture of how it sticks out today.
Ma'am.
If there's dirt over it, it doesn't stick out. You just said there was dirt over it.
No. After they did it, they put the dirt over it. But before they did it.
Do you understand that what we have here is the following problem?
I can make this really easy.
You think you're going to make this really easy now?
I'm going to make it really easy because he's saying you had to go down on the top and that's all you had to do. No. On a water main, the valve that's on the water main is on the side of it. You have to dig it up to turn it on. There's no way you could put a key on and go under the side of it and turn it on. You can't do it. It's got to be dug to be turned on.
Mm-hmm. You feel that he did a bunch of wasted work, and as it turns out, all he had to do was use a key, so you want to pay what?
No.
What is it you want to pay? What is it you want? What do you want?
No, I'm going to tell you what I feel.
No, what you feel, I know what you feel, because you sued for $1,500.
Yeah, but
right, so what is it you really feel?
Well, all right, what I feel is he's supposed to do what I told him to do.
I paid that money.
I paid him $1,500 already. You know what I mean? How you stop on the job? You know, he just stopped on the job.
You're saying I told him to put copper pipes in. Why did he stop midstream? So what did you think was the reason? Since you're standing right there, they give you a reason why they're stopping. What was the reason?
I think that, hey, he's saying a short way how to get all my money. Simple.
What did he say to you at that?
He tried to say that it was copper pipes down there already.
And you're standing right there. Why don't you look?
I can't see it. He never dug it up. It's never dug up.
I don't understand.
If I can have one last word. Why put new copper? I saved the man $1,000. It would have cost me $100.
But why should I? But hold on. But see, you have to understand the contract that you have with him is for putting in new pipes. I agree with you. I wouldn't want you to put in new pipes. But what I don't understand is, do you not say to him at that juncture, hey?
Yeah, they told him. My guys
told him. The guys who aren't here to testify.
They most certainly told them the guys were on the job.
Yeah, but, you know, I need those guys testifying what they said and what they didn't say, you know. So from his perspective, what he's saying to me, and his perspective is crazy, but from his perspective is, you did nothing, so go away and give me back all my money.
Yeah, right.
But look at it this way. He expects X to happen, and you decide on your own that you're going to keep the whole deposit, that's what that job is worth.
I barely paid for what I did. I had to spend day downtown to get permits. I had all the guys digging all day long to get paid.
He says you were there from 8 to 12. Actually, you weren't there. He says that there were other guys there from 8 to 12.
They were there till 3:30.
Were you there?
3:30. I wasn't there. I can't go on every job.
I know. So did you go on this job at all? Because I see you in the pictures.
They tell me the truth.
I see you in the pictures. These are pictures you took after he got really mad. When he got mad, he went to your place of business.
Started kicking the door, yeah.
The door of your place of business.
Started trying to kick my office door in. I hear him in the back. There's no doorbell. I live there. It's my residence, it's my warehouse, and it's my office. I hear ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Go upstairs. I said, what's the matter with you? What are you nuts? You don't know anything. And he starts ranting and raving. I want my money. I says, you're out of your mind, bud. That's when Hiram come pulling around, and he come out. And then he starts kicking the side of my car. I put a big dent in the side of my car. I was actually telling the guy just to get him out of there. I was going to give him another $200 just to get him away.
Do you have a picture of the car, side of your car dented?
No, because we pulled it out with a plunger. We did, I swear to God. We pulled it out with a plunger. Dennis pulled it out. He went like this with a plunger, boom, it popped out.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, are contractors as human beings honest people?
I feel like they're honest people to begin with, and maybe it's just a tough job, and you've got to do what you've got to do.
Oh, it corrupts you?
Maybe it's a job.
Okay, sir.
Well, everybody's different. Somebody can be corrupt in a position. It's up to the person. I don't see the position necessarily corrupted.
No judgment here, but you kind of look like a contractor. So what do you do, by the way?
No, I'm a fitness instructor.
I was like, not in the vicinity. What do you think?
I think, there are good people and bad people out there. We just have to find a good one. With this technology.
I think that's a fair statement, going inside the courtroom.
Here's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to me trying to place a value on the number of hours that were worked because, see, there was never a deal to dig up and turn on the water main. So he never agreed to $1,500. That was kind of your call at that point because you already had the $1,500, and then you said, yeah, let's just call it even. But he doesn't want to just call it even. He thinks that that amount of work does not amount to taking $1,500, and he wants some of it back. That's where we are here on this. So what I'd like to hear is you claim that they were there from 8 to 4, but you weren't there. He claims that they were there from 8 to 12 before calling it, because by then they had dug and they had found and they had done everything.
It still took me a day to go downtown and get permits. Nobody even counts that in.
And that's worth something, and your expertise is worth something. I get it. It's not like you're digging holes like, you're a prisoner digging holes. I understand that. You're a plumber. You have expertise, and all that's involved. And now he has water in the house. I haven't heard him once say, I don't have water.
No, he's got water.
You haven't said that, right? Because now you have water. Okay, so that is worth something. I agree. Did you kick his car?
Nope.
You say he kicked the car, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Got more guys.
That's going to cost you.
We got to bring... The cops even got it down, too.
Because I believe you're lying to me now about that.
Kick the door, too. Kick the door. I don't know
Okay, stop talking, please. I don't think that 1,000 is enough to take off the bill. And the reason why I don't
Then why don't you let me put it in? I'll put it in. It'll cost me $100 to put it in.
Is that really it?
Yeah. Well, now I felt bad to put it in because it's brand new.
No, it would only cost.
The copper costs $100. My guys still get paid the same amount of time.
Do you want to put it? You want him to put it in?
I don't want to do it.
But it was so foolish to have to put it in. It's a waste. It's a waste. I figured the guy, he's going to be happy. He's going to get a break. Instead, what do? You're wrong no matter what you do.
I'm going to order you to return a couple of $100 to him. I think you had it right the first time. I'm ordering you to return $200
I was doing that till he kicked my car. He kicked my car, too. Who's going to pay for the car?
Oh, you know what? He just kicked my door. Never mind, I changed my mind.
Yeah, please.
Actually, because...
That's exactly the way it happened.
That's exactly the way it happened. And so you go take care of your man, and I hope you're going to be okay. And forget it, because I changed my mind. He doesn't get $200. Now, you keep the $1,500 for the service you had to go through to deal with him as a client.
I did. I had to, and it was crazy.
Because now I'm really buying that he kicked your car and kicked your door, because he just... Get the heck out of my courtroom now. Out! Out!
I told you he was going to get locked up here.
Oh, Lord above.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Therefore, I find in your favor, and the plaintiff gets nothing.
That's what. Thank you.
So short and sweet, if you want to hire a contractor, a licensed contractor may cost more, but you get so much more because they're bonded, they're licensed by the state, and you can find out if they've had discipline problems.